For my presentation, I'll be focusing on what a primary school pupil should know about the internet and how this can be taught. The national curriculum for Key Stage 2 says children should be taught to understand computer networks, including the internet, how it can provide multiple services such as the World Wide Web and the opportunities it offers for communication and collaboration. Children often do not know the difference between the internet and the web. This can lead to misconceptions. It is important to be clear about the difference between the two. These are the clear definitions according to the Oxford Dictionary, which may have to be simplified for children. In order to address any misconceptions, a good starter activity is to ask the children to either draw or write a short descriptive piece of writing about what the internet looks like. This will lead to a discussion regarding the internet not being able to be seen. Some children may draw or write about routers or cables. This gives the opportunity to teach how and why these are used. A cable walk is a good way to show how the internet travels and provides a chance for learning outside the classroom. Junior Computer Science provide a visual diagram showing how the internet is a network of networks. Children could watch this and then each be given a role, for example, internet service provider or home router. They would need to use teamwork and discussion to put themselves into the correct order, becoming a network. I've carried out a similar activity during my block school experience, and the children responded really well to it. Selwyn explains that when teaching about the World Wide Web, it is important children understand that not everything on a website may be true. A good way to do this is to create a fake web page about the school or class with false information on it. They will be able to understand how a website which looks professional can still hold false information. It is important to teach how search engines can be used effectively. Alan states that search engines such as Google will produce hundreds of possible pages as results from plain text searches. Only some will be relevant and useful. A method for teaching children how to search for specific information is by giving them a range of random questions, such as who invented the toaster, or how old was Henry VIII when he died. Children will need to, as quickly as possible, find the answer using a search engine. This will increase their confidence as well as improve their skill using search engines. It is also important to consider e-safety when teaching about the web. Hall points out that especially at Key Stage 2 level, children are enthusiastic about social networking, and therefore it is important that they know the risks. Teaching about the web and the internet can have some issues, and this can sometimes lead to the teachers avoiding it as a topic. Staying focused online is an issue Alan explores. Children may be tempted to sway off task looking at irrelevant web pages. Teachers need to ensure they are able to manage the children's tasks in order to ensure productivity. Another issue is reading levels of children and language issues. Many websites are aimed at adults, and therefore the language used may be inaccessible by primary-aged children. It is therefore important that the teacher plans carefully for which web pages can be used. An issue Higgins and Packard state is having to ensure children avoid pornography and any other possible dangers on the internet. This again relates to earlier points about careful planning and good knowledge of e-safety. However, the benefits far outweigh the issues. The possibilities for using the internet within school are endless. Alan explores how children are able to contribute their own work through means such as blogs. This gives children an opportunity to communicate and comment on each other's work, linking back to the national curriculum. Learning about the internet and web also contributes to children's digital literacy skills. They are able to feel confident using another aspect of the computer, and this can lead to the internet being used cross-curricularly. There are so many valuable resources online for every subject. If children are able to access these, it could benefit their progress overall in other subjects. In today's world, where technology is rising and the internet is becoming essential for day-to-day life, it is important children are given the ability to access their potential the internet gives. With careful planning and creative lesson ideas, teachers are able to give children knowledge that they will use and build on throughout the rest of their lives.